my friends. Hi, how are you? Hi, Millie, how are you? Hi, Parab. Hi, just Jody from South Wales. That's pretty cool. It's a beautiful day. It's very, very windy in Colorado. Oh, they just made the things kind of interesting. They're always doing something on new on YouTube. Let me light a candle. Tonight we're going to be talking about experiences that can make you feel like you're losing your mind during spiritual awakening. Okay. We're never boring here, or at least I hope we're not. It's very windy here. Like, I think we can get up to 65 miles an hour wind tomorrow. And there's a fire warning. And yeah, all of the fun stuff. Welcome if you're new here. My name is Sher. I'm an intuitive, and it's been a great day. It's been a great day. I got my PT in. Actually, this is just a my daughter, just a cheap candle I bought at Arc because you and they're half price. It could be anything as long as it's not like I don't know licorice or something. I try to get white candles, and one of my very humbling experiences was a few nights ago. I was out and I had met a lady, and it was she was going through some stuff and outside trying to get her stuff together. And we were talking, very educated lady, homeless, just very down on her luck. And she humbled me, and it was the nice, she was so sweet. She said, here, how about this candle? This looks like it would be really nice for you. And I was humbled because I was like, here's this sweet lady who is homeless, who is yet still concerned, still operating in love. Now, how amazing is that? How many people do you know that are sitting in nice, warm places with a lot of security that maybe wouldn't do the same thing, you know? So it's, yeah. Remember, gifts are from everywhere. It doesn't have to be from a store or a mall. My hair's sticking up. I hate it when that happens. So it is a beautiful night here in Aurora, Colorado. And thank you, South Wales. Wow, United Kingdom. That's amazing. I love it. It's amazing how big the world is, isn't it? Mm. I am drinking chai here tonight. I'm giving everybody a chance to get in. It's a little, I don't even know what time it is. Oh, 8:33. Oh, don't you love it when the cup is so warm? If you haven't had a chance, go get yourself a cup of tea or coffee. It'll be a couple minutes. I thought this would be a good topic. I'm getting to the point where I can't read for everybody every night for free because all I do is sleep when I'm not when I'm not on YouTube. And I do have to charge for my service because I do this for full time. But I'm going to do what I can to help people as long as I can help people, because that's really the whole goal of this whole thing is I don't need to be famous. I'm good with me. I'm my own rock star. Right. I can be a rock star right here in my living room. But and I don't even need to be rich. I pretty much get my bills paid. But if I went viral and did go famous, yeah, man, I would change the world. I'm going to change the world somehow, some way. I'm going to make it happen. So I know that seems like a joke, but it's not a joke to me. And already we're changing the world. Look at this, almost 5,000 videos. If nothing else, the people that watch the videos get changed. I was talking to my middle son the other day, and I said, yeah, things are picking up. And he said, Mom, if you make enough videos, of course it will. And I said, that's my plan. That's my plan. Originally, that was my plan. But really, my plan is now is like, let's make this world a better place. Let's help people. It certainly changed my life. When I first got homeless, and I was very fortunate. I was only homeless for like 5.5 hours, maybe seven, really, by the time I actually landed. But it changes. It changes you. When you get out of your head and stop thinking about just yourself, um, it changes you. It makes you a better person. How many times do you go out in public nowadays where everything is people have a phone in front of their face? We have forgotten who people are. We have forgotten kindness and love, generosity. Yeah, the things that I do to help people, it costs very little. I'm on a fixed income. I'm disabled. I have some health issues and stuff, but and I'm okay though. I'm really thankful that God has, you know, helped me find my purpose in life. And so you can do things. What I'm getting at is you can do things, and it doesn't cost you a lot of money. Hello, Freak Shell. No, Freaky J. Hi, Freaky. Hi, Cowboy. Yeah. It doesn't cost a lot of money. A lot of times I pick up blankets out. I live near a thrift store. People leave them all the time. I pick them up, I wash them. I consider it an act of love. Do I have to? No, I don't have to, but it's what I would want, right? And God always tells you to, give them your best. And so I, and I'm not telling you for this, I'm telling you so that you know that just because you have no money does not mean you have no options. You can go pick up and clean anywhere. Raphael, my homeless angel, that gave me the bike. Thank you, Raphael. I doubt he's watching me. Um, uh, he sweeps the parking lot. He's not getting anything from it. Nobody's paying attention. There's no glory. He's just doing it to make the world a better place. And that's what I want for us, that we do things not because there's a hidden agenda or money or strings attached to it, but just to make the world a better place. you know, um, and also, I'll tell you, it gets addictive. It gets addictive. You get to the point where, man, you like doing good. You like helping people. It feels great. You're like, I have so much. Why shouldn't I help? Why shouldn't I share? And I think a lot of our people in society today, a lot of our stars, a lot of people that have all the money in the world, have realized that all the money in the world is not the answer. What's the answer? The answer is love. And so those people, if you're really paying attention, not all of them, but a few, with all the money in the world, what are they doing? Something good. Now, when I was first homeless and I had nothing, and I want to prove this to you, let's see, March 3rd of 2024, I was homeless, uh, pretty much from about 7 o'clock that morning to the duration of the day. And you guys, some of you've heard my story. But the point I'm trying to make is look how far I've come. I'm happy. And I'm going to tell you, on March 3rd, on that day when my world ended and my world disintegrated, um, I never saw myself being happy again. Never. But look at me now. And yeah, I am happy. And I teach other people how to be happy and teach them, what real love is, not having to change for somebody, not having to pretend to be something to have someone love you, not having to hide your secrets. Man, I have found when you don't hide your secrets, there is power in that. Okay. Power. And, seriously, if you can say, yeah, I've been a drunk, I've been an alcoholic, I asked God to help me and He helped me. What is wrong with that? Have I had a DUI? Yeah. Did I go to jail? Yes. Do I want to do it again? No, I don't. I will get to you, Bianca, I promise. But here's the thing. Think about the authenticity of it. Was I a perfect mom? God, no. I don't even know how my kids survived, but they did, and sometimes we set, uh, oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Sometimes we set, you know, we set and we beat ourselves up. I see it every day. I talk to a lot of you that do that. Like, I'm such a bad mom. I can't give my kid the best life I want him to have. If you're old like me, oh, sorry, I'm not that old. I'm young at heart. Um, when I grew up, all this stuff, all, kids didn't have cell phones, not unless your parents were loaded. Not even then. My mom had the giant cell phone, like, here, let's take this cell phone to the store with us. Just so proud of that thing, too. Had the largest antenna. We read books. We played in yards. We played red over, dodgeball. We didn't shoot people. We didn't hurt people. There's always bad in the world. But I feel like, and maybe I'm crazy, that our country, maybe not our politics, but our country, the people in our country are going back to the basics, to humanity, to love, to care, to doing the right thing just because it's the right thing to do. Doing the right thing because you want somebody to do it for you, you know? So it's just, these are things to think about. All right. I'm only doing readings tonight for donation, but we are going to be talking about spiritual awakening. And hold on, there's something to come with it. um, Experiences that can make you feel like you're losing your mind during early spiritual awakening. But I will be doing the donated readings in between. This is a new format for me. Uh, so if you guys will bear with me. Millie, you keep that up. I'm going to have to make you a moderator. All right. Oh, the drink of the night is chai. And the cup says hope. So there's hope. Okay. All right. I have lit the candle. Let me light a little Palo Santo here. I'll say a quick prayer before we get into any readings. If you are a reader or a spiritual advisor or anything like that, the first thing I would tell you is pray always. Peace, protection, light, love, all that. Hello, Cherry Blossom. And so I'm just lighting a little Palo Santo, and I'll say a quick prayer. There's two flames in a flame here with my Palo Santo. It's really cool. They're melted together. That feels like it's significant for somebody. I don't know who. All right. Let me say a prayer real quick. I'm going to use these little tiny ones. I'm drawn to them today. They have power too. I noticed that. All right. This is going to be for... Hold on a second. I'm going to say a prayer. Let's see. For Bianca, like to see what is in store for her. Life has been ugly lately. All right, what do we have for Bianca, Father? First of all, let me pray. Father, I ask that you come in. I ask that source energy come in. All of you and none of me, Father. I ask that you provide the right and divine messages for any and all that need it. I ask this in your name, dear Heavenly Father. Peace, protection, ancestors, some angels would be so cool. I ask this in your name, dear Heavenly Father. Amen. And healing for our entire group. Amen. Oh, I met a lady. Okay, I meet the most unusual people. But let me read for Bianca, and then I'll tell you the story. I met a lady in a thrift store. Okay, and I can't remember her name. Really sweet. I met her last week, and I prayed for her. She was in a boots, and then she got out of the boot. Now, and she's not totally done, and she is so sweet. Yeah, beautiful person. All right, what do we have for Bianca? What does Bianca need to know at this time? Father, messages for Bianca at this time. Ooh, I don't even know what that is. Thank you for the donation. I appreciate you. My Iris is probably sleeping or working. She's been busy lately. Okay, let's start here. Ooh. Okay. You have had it rough lately. Okay, so it feels like somebody walked away from you. A Knight of Cups, and maybe broke your heart. Okay. Highest and best advice here. What does Bianca have to look forward to, please? Energy. I heard energy. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. So okay. I feel like you dealt with a not so great energy, an energy that a deceptive energy, very very deceptive. Wanted to fight, wanted to win, regardless. But here's the thing: you dealt with it, and now it's time to move on and get over it. I do feel like a third party was involved because I see the Three of Cups in reverse. Okay. 1010 in the chat for a minute there. Okay. And I see you as this Queen of Pentacles, like nurturing yourself, filling your own cup, coming to a realization that you lost part of yourself and then it's time to get it back, to take back your power is what it feels like. I also see justice coming in here. I don't know what the justice would be about, but then again, that's not for me to know anyway. All right, what else for Bianca at this time? I had two jump out. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it was a loss, or it felt like a loss. Okay. Temperance. Okay, this is perfect. Okay, so yeah, this was a loss, whatever it was. But they're saying don't focus on the loss, focus on the balance, coming back into balance, and taking care of yourself and coming back to who you are. Yeah, close off that cycle with this world card. Okay, what's under the world? I just want to know. Ooh, a Knight of Pentacles coming in. Okay, and you releasing some of these burdens. Maybe this night, or maybe you start to have magic in your life. I like this for you, Bianca. It's a really positive, good reading. I think that whatever happened to you, that you've pushed past it, or you're in the process of pushing past it, and you're going to start realizing the good that will come. It's like, it feels like it might have been protection in essence. I hope it helps, Bianca. All right, let's see. Let me say hi, Cherry Blossom. Hi, Printera. I see Millie. Robert. Bianca, don't cry. When I'm reading, I don't do the notes. I just, Hi, Anita. Uh, I like it that Anita called us a beautiful channel family. A thrift store means something. Oh, okay. Well, it just, yes. Okay. Okay. It is windy. It's going to get windier. Um, oh, oh. I need to look at the gnome photo on the community board for sure. Oh, I don't know if I've introduced myself. My name is Sher. I'm an intuitive and I receive messages from God, the Most High, the Divine. Don't get wrapped up in the name. He likes for me to call him Source. That's what he told me in the beginning. Thank you. Thank you, Bianca. Glad to have you. Thank you for writing that nice thing with the little hearts. I love that. A lot of 11s, a lot of synchronicities. Hi, Leon. Oh, thank you. Leon gave a donation. Uh, oh, your mom volunteers in the thrift shop. Okay, so yeah, and see, okay, so I live behind the thrift shop. I promised to get to you, Leon. Give me a few minutes. I live behind the thrift shop now. I prayed for a couch, and God moved me behind the thrift shop, which He gave me the couch 2 days in, right after I cleared the living room out. I had a spot for it. Seriously, but I'm always scarfing, and but I'm not like I'm not greedy. I don't need a lot of stuff, but I get a lot of pleasure scarfing for others. So that's like one of my new things is scarfing for others. But it makes me happy that it makes them happy. And it's just so exciting. Okay, so I mean, that's just, these things that you can do to make other people's life on a higher vibration, man, you don't see it coming. You don't see it coming. And then you're on that high vibration because you're helping somebody. You're seeing a difference. They're not going to bed cold or hungry or any of those things. And it becomes addicting. 11:11. My mom is here. Thank you, Mom. I love it. Oh, I just got a chill. My mom died on 11/11. For those of you that don't know it, and somebody said, "Wow." Was that Leon or Bianca? When you say "wow," here, you get that. Let's see. Leon says, "Hi, Sher. I wanted to ask about a potential partner. His name is Alan, and I want to know what his feelings are towards me." All right. Oh, wow. You guys can put little comments on it. That's so cute. Thank you. What I do is I pull the general energy. I can't delve into their energy, but I can pull your energy, and most of the time it will show up. Yes, Anita, we all do love and support each other here. The gnome was cute. That's good. Okay. Okay. Was it a big gnome? Hold on one second. Let's figure out about Leon here. Where are you located, Leon? Because it always looks like that's a lot of money when you donate. And I don't know, I don't pay attention because I don't want to be a person that judges anything on money. Um, so, but it is always funny when the first time I saw it, I was like, what the heck? Okay, Leon, a potential partner. Their name is Alan. I want to know what his feelings are towards me. All right, I don't know, but we'll look. Let's see. I was like, where are my cards? All right, for Leon. I'm laughing because Millie said we had a person say they took a gnome. Okay, Stone took a gnome. And it's been kind of a funny joke with us here. But Millie wrote, yes, it was big. AF. It was almost big, like a 9-month pregnant woman. That's why I'm laughing. All right, let's move on to Leon. what is the general energy and the message for Leon at this time, Father? You guys are freaking killing me tonight. You always do that. Whoa. Okay, on the shelf. Okay. Okay. Okay, this is beautiful energy. I'll be right with you. Is that neon? I have a neon and a Leon. Wow. Okay, so Leon, this is really beautiful energy. You asked me about a person. I can't tell you what they are. I'll tell you what I see though. In the past, you were like this little hermit. Okay, I am a hermit. It's like me. I'm a hermit sometimes. I like my hermiting. Okay, but and then God gave you strength to come out of the hermit. Okay, and now you're coming into some kind of beautiful relationship, not quite to fruition. Okay. I see Three of Pentacles here. This was a basis. I feel like this may have happened in the past. I feel like in the past, your relationships involved third parties, people that weren't honest or fair with you. Okay. Yes. Okay. I see that. Okay. So then, okay. So God gave you strength and you came out of hermiting. Okay. And you met this person. Okay, hermiting, here's the string. Okay, and then look, this is the Four of Wands. This is the card of stability, and next to it is the Three of Cups, the card of celebration. So this is really beautiful. I love this for you. It's great energy. There's nothing bad here. If you're worried about a relationship, I would not be. All right, beautiful. Let me see. Let me catch up here, guys. Millie did go on to say, in all honesty, the gnome's hat was the biggest. The gnome himself was the things that we talk about in this chat. Oh, I did. Okay, so I was really bad today. I made a short, and it was something to do about. Oh shoot! It was something about Iris. Well, I said Iris's name because desserts came up. Somebody pointed it out. She's gonna kill me. All right, let's see what Neon Backup says. Are you related to Leon? I have a question. Someone from past came back. It's been a year and some months since I talked to him. Should I trust him? I don't know. Let's pull the cards in the general energy. Okay. You were the one that commented, Iris. I know. It was so, I couldn't help it. It was like the devil was on my shoulder and he was going, Iris, Iris, say Iris. Seriously. I'm sorry. Hi, Maria. All right. What do we have for Neon Backup? The best, highest, best advice, general energy. Yes, it was about dessert. For Neon. I think that was a bug. I don't think that was an angel. I'm really hoping for an angel to show up. Maybe not in full form. Okay. Bear with me for Neon Backup. Ooh, a lot of cards coming out. Thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. I appreciate all the things you guys do, from your monitoring, your comments. Ooh. Oh my goodness. I don't even know what's coming out here. All right, let's see. There's a lot. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. I want to clarify something first. I'm feeling here. Okay, lay down here. Okay, so from what I can see, this is kind of telling me your past story. Okay, it's kind of telling me that there may be something that you're still hanging on to in the past. Okay, because I'll tell you what I have. I have a. Okay, because I was like, okay, I'm going to give clarity here because sometimes I don't even see the story. I'm like, what's going on? And that'll probably give clarity to what I'm reading here. Liana said, I was a bully towards him in the past. Somehow got in contact with him again after years. I apologized to him. When I touched him, I felt something special, something I only felt with my ex. Okay. Okay. So what I see is okay. What I see was it feels like I don't. One of you had options in the past. Okay, you had options, and one of you came rushing into this relationship, Knight of Swords energy, and I think you're right. You probably were not nice because what I'm seeing is the Knight of Swords. This is kind of like you facing a truth too, isn't it? Okay. Are you on a spiritual awakening? Did you go through something really traumatic, and now the Holy Spirit's pointing out things to you by bringing subjects up in your life? Is what it feels like. Oh my goodness, it really feels like that because I have the card of loss, which shows me it really wasn't good, and like you couldn't see it. You couldn't see what was going on. I or maybe neither one of you could see is what it feels like. And there's a little bit of nostalgia here, like looking back to the past, like, do I want to do this? Do I not want to do this? This is the card that gets me. There's two of them actually. And it's kind of an interesting read, really. The Ace of Cups is in reverse, okay? And underneath it, I didn't even know this was here, is the Tower. Okay. And the High Priestess. Okay, but in reverse. This person, the message I'm getting is that you have strength not to go back. To have strength not to go back. That this is like looking through the rose colored glasses. Because with the Ace of Cups in reverse and the Tower and God energy in reverse, to me, that's like really, it doesn't look good. Okay, let's see what Leon wrote. Yeah, like it's a friend of mine named into something negative happened in the past and he disappeared on me. Yeah, you left that for a reason, and seeing the Tower and that and the nostalgia card, it's like after you've been gone a little bit, it's looking up, life's grand. That was a beautiful relationship. I don't remember when you left me in the McDonald's parking lot. Was that you, honey? you know, Things change. Okay. Sorry. I have a sense of humor. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, there's nothing indicating that would be productive, honestly. Sorry, hate to tell you that, but that's the truth. Okay, so now we're going to go back to, let me catch up on the messages. Okay, bear with me. I'm going to make sure I haven't missed anybody. All right, I think we caught everybody. Hi, Onyx XX. Double checking here. I love dessert, but I am trying to be healthier. I did have a double cheeseburger from McDonald's today and a Coke, though. I couldn't help it. I was so weak. Go ahead, Neon. You did. I appreciate. Yeah. Okay, not a problem, Anita. Go ahead and ask another question. I appreciate your donation, Neon. Thank you. It was very kind of you. Okay. And then we will talk about spiritual awakening things out of the ordinary. No, I don't think so. I don't think anything's trying to cover my camera up again. Okay. All right. Is there anything happening I don't know yet? For Neon, is there anything happening they don't know yet? King of Cups. There might be a King of Cups coming in, someone to fill your cup. That's all I have, though. Oh, wait, on the bottom of the deck, lovers. So there may be another relationship coming in. All right, that's what I have for you. Okay, so now tonight we are talking about experiences on the spiritual awakening path that can make you feel like you're losing your mind. Yeah, Two of Cups as lovers. Uh, okay. Yeah, welcome everybody. Okay, so how did like we all have different experiences. What I am coming to realize is most of us have something traumatic usually happen before the dark night of our soul, or we're to the point in life where we're like, what, is this it? Is this all there is? Is there more? And then you wake up one day and you're like, what? Whoa, wait a minute. where where did my old world go? It's a definite, it's a shift. And and I think it happens differently for different people, because I think that some of us, it just depends on where you are in life. But it happened so slow for me. I was in a really bad place, and I was just like torn up. What is it they say? Torn up from the floor up. I don't know. Anyway, and I literally just sat there for 2 months, and God had always talked to me. I've always talked to God just like a regular person. I talk to God like I talk to you guys. Okay, there is reverence when I have to be serious with Him, but most of the time I'm not serious. Like when He gave me my couch, uh, um, uh, when He gave me the couch, it was what was it? I was like, it's 3:30 in the morning. So that was kind of funny. Let's see. Leon said, "Could you ask if my apology felt sincere to Alan? If it had the weight that I hoped it had?" I can see. I can't really dive into his feelings, but I'll see. Did the apology seem sincere, Lord, for Leon at this time, Father? Ace of Words. Ace of Swords. I said Ace of Words and it came out Ace of Swords. So, yeah, the answer is yes. This is swords are truth, sincerity, apology. Yes, absolutely. Perfectly great there. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay. Okay. So, how do we know if we're having, you're welcome. That was a pretty cutthroat answer. I love it. Okay. Or serious answer, I guess. How do we, so what are some of the things that happen when we, hello, Monica, when we embark on the spiritual awakening journey? Racing thoughts. Because, like, for me, are sudden silence, like sudden quiet. I just pretty much said, beautiful, wonderful. Thank you, Monica. I said, for 2 months, I just sat in a room looking at the wall, going, I was Job. Like, what happened? What happened, Martin? What happened? Seriously. And we don't have a list tonight. It's a class. The readings are by donation only tonight. I apologize. But sometimes I have to limit my energy just because I will never wake up because it gets a little intense in here. Okay. So I did that, and all of a sudden God was like, why don't you build a website about tarot? And I was like, what? I mean, I was literally like, what? Uh, Happy birthday, sweetheart. Happy birthday. Okay. Oh, thank you, Monica. Um, okay, so it can come different ways. So some of the things that were listed are racing thoughts or sudden quiet in your mind. I've always heard that when you get quiet, that's when you hear the voice of God. Okay. And I believe that. All right. Even when I walk, so I'm a terrible meditator. I'm still working on it. But I've taken on this walking meditation. And when I walk, I do. I do hear the voice of God. I get those messages, and it puts me in a better position when I come back here and read for you guys also. So it's pretty cool. Okay. Also, you may feel like the thoughts that you're having are not yours. I want to be cautious here. I'm not a doctor or psychologist, none of those things. If you're having thoughts and they are telling you to hurt yourself or someone else, or they are uncomfortable in any way, shape, or form, please see uh, medical help. Okay. Because I really, but also realize that God is not going to tell you to hurt people. I mean, that's not how this works. Okay. If you're getting a message to hurt yourself or someone else, you need to talk to somebody that can help you just to be safe. Okay. All right. Now, also, you may question reality, time. Who am I really? Yes, entertainment purposes only. Thank you, Cowboy. I need to put that on my screen. Sudden insights that feel overwhelming, like, I get it now, like things you didn't get before. Um, Difficulty focusing on linear tasks. I would be one of those people. Feeling mentally overstimulated or fried. So these are all symptoms. Uh, nice. Okay, these are all different symptoms. Also, you can have emotional surges like waves of grief, anger, joy, happiness, blah, blah, blah. You get it. There's not like any clear thing. You can have like a crying spell where you're simply releasing the things that no longer serve you. When you have a spiritual awakening, things will leave your energy that are not for your highest and best good. If you don't make them go away, God will. Okay. All right. You may have old memories about things like the person that was just talking about relationship, and we start looking at it through rose-colored glasses. It wasn't that bad, and then you have a friend or like your child that goes, "Yes, yeah, it was," because it's so easy to forget time, distance, whatever makes things seem like they were not that bad. And when you go back to it, then you're like, whoa, wait a minute, it's always that way. You always like, oh, now I remember. But the problem is, this is terrible. By the time you remember, you're back. You're like, ah. Ask your mother what kind of aura color I have. I'm just curious. Okay. So that can, your emotions can basically be everywhere, and old memories can resurface. You can also feel like detached from the whole world. Um, you can feel like the person you used to be is not that person anymore. Or for a lot of us, if we've been through a dark night of the soul and we gave a lot of our a lot of ourselves away, uh, yeah, you have to come back to yourself. You have to find yourself before you can go out there and give to anything else. You have to figure out. I think that's one of the big things is like when you go through a spiritual awakening, all of a sudden you're like, who am I now? Who am I don't think I'm the same person, and I'm not. If I put a picture of me last year and you saw me now, which you can all the time, Lord help you. um, I don't even look like the same person. I've had people run into me and not even recognize me, not because I went out of my way to do it, but slowly. And I've noticed this in other people. Millie, I think you would be an example. Things change. Your hairstyle changes. Your clothing changes. You're you become grateful. You have a profound sense of appreciation for the life that you have. I think that is one of the things that truly comes through when you have a spiritual awakening. You start realizing what it is and what is not important. Okay, like you can't take all this stuff. You can to the cemetery, put it in a mausoleum or something, but uh yeah. It's just stuff. Yeah, and that's the thing. You lose weight, you gain weight. At the end of it, you're a different person. You're not the person, but this is, I mean, this is life, really. You come into the world a little small person, and you grow. That's what life is about, growing and learning. And if you don't learn, then the universe is like, hey, here, let us help you. You haven't learned this yet. Let's present it again. Haven't you figured it out yet? Things like that. Mhm. So, and that happens more than you realize. Oh, so basically, the old version of you does tend to die away. You might lose interest in the things that you used to love. Um, you know, I like now. I like books, tons of books, anything educational, anything on. I thought I felt something. Anything on life, education, things on bettering my life, things on raising my vibration. Before I was watching crime shows, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. There needs to be a balance. You can't be this crazy spiritual guru all the time and forget about your house and your kids and your family. Most of us that have some sort of insight or gifts are also, we still have families and lives. And I think I did a short on that today on balance. You need balance. And for a while when I started this, I thought, oh my God, I got to do this all the time. Now I'm like, oh, I give myself some grace. I would have been mental by now. But yeah, balance, enough rest, enough of the right foods. And yes, even the food you eat, the things you drink will change. All of a sudden, I'm slicing ginger to cover in cold water so I can drink it the next morning. Things like that. Um, you may disconnect from relationships that you've had before. Maybe relationships that aren't healthy, no longer serving you or that person. You might start to question belief systems, your job. Um, Maybe, how do you fit in anymore? Do you fit in anymore? I don't fit in with anything. I just, I'm like, I don't need to fit in. I don't care if I fit in. I'm just, as a matter of fact, I think I was doing a computer thing, and it told me I didn't fit in a niche. I was my own niche. I thought that was funny. Okay. Also, there's physical things that happen. Besides, I'm going to put this one in there. If you're not grounded and you're a content creator or you're a reader or something, and you're reading for a group of people or even one person, if you're not grounded and protected, you can take on other people's energies, and it can be quite unhealthy, and it can hurt, and it can make you sick, and, and all kinds of things because, yeah, because I know, because I'm not always grounded, because I'm like, my energy level is, it's high. I don't even know why it's high, but it's high. So I'm usually kind of not grounded. It's hard for me to keep my feet on the ground. But so you have to be careful about taking on different people's energies, even just being in public places. You may hear that buzzing noise in your ears. You might get chills. I get chills on my shoulder when when I'm reading for you guys, and there's something really serious or something that really needs to be conveyed. Um, my shoulder will get cold. Um, you might feel energy moving up your spine. I've not felt that. I would like to, but also you might have fatigue. You might have insomnia. Your heart might hurt. I was in a chat one day and the lady's heart was hurting, and then my heart was hurting. Okay, I don't think that was a bug. That was cool. My heart was hurting. I was like, why is my heart hurting? Because I was like, is there something wrong with your heart? So it's, you might feel, there's a person I read for when I read for her. Uh, I hope she isn't this way anymore, but she used to be super tight. And as soon as I would connect to that energy, my back would just be like, "Ah." And I would know that it was not me. Hi, Shayla Kelly. Thank you. I appreciate that. Anita says, yes, Cher, especially for me, I'm a real sensitive empath. I read any room, pick up on energies. Yes, and it can be very painful. And I encourage you, meditation and grounding. If you're like me, a bad meditator, take walks in nature. Get it out, get away from everything and everybody. Thank you, Anita. I appreciate your input. Um, Millie, yes, Archangel Michael does talk to me, but it's very subtle. Most of my messages, even sitting here with you guys, unless it's something dangerous or a transition, they're just very chill messages. But Archangel Michael for me is more like it's not a voice, it's a message. Like he came in. I'll tell you how he came into play. I hid my gift. If you don't know me, I hid my gift like a long, long time. And so I had some life things happen, and I came out of the psychic closet because God said to. Okay. And I was like, are you sure? Yes. So here I am. And so I hid that gift for a long, long time. And so when I first started doing live readings, the first reading I was doing was for my landlord's daughter. No pressure there, right? And I wasn't even charging for it. I was just, and she was coming into my house, and my energy level is like, so imagine my energy level if I'm like that and I'm nervous, like, what am I going to do? What am I going to say? Is it going to be okay? So I'm laying in bed, I'm thinking all these things. And all of a sudden, I just get up and I walk over to my desk and I pick up a piece of paper and a pen and I start writing. I didn't even know I could do this. It was just there. And I write like 5 pages of notes. And then I just laid everything down, went and got back in my bed. And then I heard Archangel Michael say, there, now you can sleep. I honestly heard that. There, now you can sleep. And then the next time I did a read, he was there. No, I don't invite him in every time. Yeah, he just comes in, and you said, "Well," so that's pretty cool. Even that one floors me. And sometimes, like if it's just it makes for an interesting life. Okay, so back to the subject at hand. Yeah, so you can feel physical sensations. I know. It was my tree. No, I mean it everything that I hear and feel is usually pretty natural. If I have there are occasions when I run across people that maybe are not the best of people, and it's like sometimes it's like this. I'm like in my old job, there was a guy that knew I could touch people and know things, and I'm not even going to read that. Anyway, and he said, I came into work one night and he said, touch this guy. And I instantly backed up and I was like, no. And the guy backed up too. I don't think the guy was expecting it. And I said, I said, he has too many secrets. And the man looked at me and he said, you're right, I do. And that we both were, yeah. So your body, the way you feel, the sensations you feel, If somebody says touch this or something and you instinctively back up, don't touch it. Okay. Let's see. Frog Knight said, do you do readings? Yes, I do. You can shoot me an email. My email is the same as that. And oh, thank you, Shayla Kelly. I'll let you take over. Sorry, I didn't. It's good to see you. I appreciate you. Um, and okay, so also you may feel time distortion. Yeah, and your energy is sacred. What you're thinking about, what you're putting into it, yes. And you need to honor your energy, and you need to guard your energy. If you're listening to low vibrational, I don't know, news or something like that, turn it off. Put some high vibe music on. Oh, okay. Uh, Shayla Kelly, are you doing okay? Okay, so time can change. Also can feel like your days blur together. Yeah, distortion, and here's my thing. I'm retired. I don't care what day it is. I really don't. I mean, there's night, there's day. Yeah, and I pay attention to it because the rest of the world does, but I don't care. I don't care about the news because I don't think I can fix all that. I do care about the world. sometimes, sometimes we are people walk away and we never know. And what I would tell you with that Frog Night is simply to release it, to ask God to help you release it, because we don't always know the answers or understand why people, bug out of a relationship or ghost somebody or get crazy. Maybe it's don't always assume it's you. Maybe it's something with them. Maybe they're an avoidant. I'm learning these terms. I don't want to learn these terms. Okay. Okay. So also, you may have heightened sensitivity to noise, crowds, lights, screens. You might feel overwhelmed by other people's emotions. You may have strong reactions to violent or negative content. I can tell you when I ride by an accident, especially if it's a severe accident, uh, if it's a severe accident, hold on, I'm sorry, I lost my track. I feel the emotions of it. I feel the emotions of it. Let me catch up here. Okay, Shelley, Millie, it cannot be any amount. Okay, yeah, I'll let you guys deal with that. Okay, okay. So back to the lesson at hand. One of the other things is you may need more alone time. You may need time away from people. I I need time away from people. I'm not gonna lie. Like when we have our chats, and let's say I read for 100 people in a row. If the phone rings right after that, even Iris does she'll send me a text, okay? Because when I read for that many people, I don't want to talk to anybody else. Hello, Stone. We were talking about your gnome. Okay, so yeah, there is a need for alone time. There is a need to return to balance. There's a need to protect yourself, to set some boundaries. Okay. Wow, we're still going. So there's a lot of things that are happening, physical, psychological, all that stuff. I'll let the chat catch you up. Okay. Also, when you have an awakening, yeah, all of a sudden you know things. You get messages and you're like, for me, I was like, I was like, what was that a message? you know, he says I don't always get the message. Because yeah, you have to, you do need to recharge and recalibrate. You will burn out. You cannot save the whole world, even as an intuitive. Okay, you have to, you know, you have to just balance. Everything is balance and moderation. Okay. And there are people in my email box, like, if you don't feel it as an intuitive, if you're trying to read for somebody, um you if you don't feel it, don't force it, don't make it up. Just say, I need a minute, or I need a day, or I need some time, you know. So okay. Okay, so that's all right. Bear with me. Let's see. Okay, the other thing is you can have heightened empathy. I think it's Anita that would know about this. Uh, Vivid dreams come into play. Synchronicities. All those numbers that you see, 333, 444, 1111. Those are all part of it. Feeling guided. Like, I can look at a card and get a whole message. Yeah. Like, even when I read for myself, uh my readings are like this, Father, what do I need to know? Okay. 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 Things like that. And I'll get a message. So it's yeah, I do. I thought Millie was Natalie because it had red hair. That's funny. Okay. So also, so the synchronicities, like, if you're all of a sudden you see the message that's like, you know I don't know, it can be anything, but it can lead you to where you're supposed to be. Hi, Jillian. uh, all right. But then also, now here's the other part of this. Oh, okay. I'm blind. I can't see him very well. The other part of this is like things like, am I going crazy? What what if I don't come back from this? Why can't I tell anybody about this? Are they going to think I'm nuts? Are they going to try to commit me? Am I losing my mind? Is there something wrong with me? These are all very normal, natural questions as an empath, as an intuitive, you know, things like that. So I am well. Hi, Melania. Hi, Julian. Okay, so those are questions that you may find you're asking yourself. But it's a transition, is what it is. 1616 in the chat. Awakening is not meant to, like, turn you into a crazy person. It's meant to, like, help you release it. Hello, Natalie. And uh, like, it's a shift. That's what I would call it, a shift. A shift. And so that's what that's part of it. Okay. Also, awakening is old structures are dissolving. Your nervous system is recalibrating. Your awareness is expanding faster than everything is coming together. Okay, so let's say you have the spiritual awakening, and you start getting messages and things, and you're like, at first, I think you're just like, whoa, because that's what I was like, whoa. And I've lived with this my whole life. It wasn't like I didn't know, but it grew, it got bigger. I mean, it got way bigger. I don't know how I do what I do, So yeah. So things can go away, old structures, old belief systems, your awareness expands. And there's some important things to remember. We're going to close this off here. Is some important things to remember are grounding, eating good foods, touching the earth with your bare feet, hugging a tree, drinking water, uh, reducing content if you're overwhelmed, stretching, getting out, getting in nature, speaking out loud what you're feeling. Just because you're a spiritual or awakened being does not mean your world gets perfect. It doesn't. It might even get a little more challenging. you know, sleep also. Sleep is needed, it's necessary. Okay. And so these are just a few of the things that I would say. There's nothing wrong with you. You're not losing your mind. It's a shift. That's what I would say. I'd say it's a shift, and you learn things like this chat. You go places, different chats, different readers. You watch people. You learn things. You integrate it into your life. If you have a spiritual awakening, you're not going to make everything fit in your life in one day. Like I remember thinking, I need to be a person that never does anything wrong again. Okay. And guess what? No, that's not how it works. Do you feel bad if you do something wrong? Yeah. Do you try to not do anything wrong? Yeah. but but yeah, you gotta no, you still have life issues. And there's still things in the world that are scary. You're right, Millie. But here's the thing. Faith, faith will get you through a lot of things, and so will love. Oh well. Millie is highly intelligent, and she's yeah, she's wired. I mean that with the most love. Also, do be careful. Some medicines. Never mind. I'm not a doctor. I don't know anything about the medical thing, nor do I really want to. I have a degree in culinary art. I can cook when I want to. I appreciate you guys this evening. These are just a few of the things that are part of spiritual awakening, and so don't get afraid. Um, I just want to make sure I haven't missed anything. So just, and cut yourself some grace. Like if you mess up or let's say you get a message and you don't understand it. And that's the thing. If you have a reader that sits somewhere on a channel and says, I never make a mistake, I never mess up, you should just leave. Okay. Because here's the thing. We're human. We are only translators or conduits of the word, but we don't know your story. There's things that come through and we relay the messages, but it doesn't mean that we know everything, because we don't. We're not God. Only God knows everything. Yes. So it has been fabulous here with you beautiful people tonight, and I appreciate it. I may try to get a members video on here in a little bit, just depending. And yes, thank you. Millie does need to stop doubting herself. She's getting there. She's working on it. I appreciate all of you guys, and mistakes are definitely growth. Please, while you're out in the universe, feel free to share some peace and love. And it's been a day. It's been a beautiful day. It's been a good day. Thank you, Cowboy. And I will be back on here. I am being kind to myself, and there is something to be said for that. I will be doing some of the little tarot card things. I really enjoyed them. Plus, I like putting the spin on them. Uh, oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Somebody, I think it was was it Natalie? Somebody was telling me they missed my good shorts. You guys have a great night. I love you. Go share peace and love, and I will see you later. You are fabulous. Yes, and it's good to do that. I just told Natalie to read herself every day, like pull 3 cards. And thank you, Parab. Uh, you guys are great. I'll see you later. Go share peace and love. You make me laugh. I'm never going to get out of here.